And we welcome you back to OSTN for more Tiger baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Ouachita taking game one of today's doubleheader 6-1, in no small part due to the excellent effort of senior ace Cooper Timmons going the distance in a complete game where he fanned 12 batters. Taking a final look at that last game, the winning pitcher in that one, of course, Cooper Timmons. Charlie Deed's going to be handed the loss, and with the complete game, no save, as Timmons able to conserve the bullpen for game two of today's doubleheader. 1 run on 4 hits and 1 error for Southeastern Oklahoma State for Ouachita. It was a late inning rally, 6 runs on 13 hits and no errors. Credit the RBIs to Wyatt Core, G. Allen, Dustin Bermudez, Michael Quinones, Judd Arrington, and Cade Burris, all with 1 RBI. It was a team effort, and it's going to take a team effort again here today to win game 2. Starting out on the bump today for the Tigers for game 2 of today's doubleheader, it'll be Teddy Webb, the sophomore left-hander, his first season with Ouachita, and his first pitch this afternoon catches the zone for a strike. For Webb, his numbers have been excellent. An ERA just south of 2. 4 wins and 1 loss to his credit on the season. 36 1/3 innings of work. And he struck out 31 batters. Here's the second pitch. That one is ripped past G. Allen. That's actually C.W. Schrader over to G. Allen. And it will get down in the corner for extra bases. Sam Creed is in at second base with a stand-up double, and that's how we're going to start game 2 of today's doubleheader. So with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out, Joseph Ramirez steps up to the plate for Southeastern. First pitch here is going to be squared up fairly well, but well foul past the visiting bullpen out there. Ouachita now has won 5 games in a row. 6 games overall in Great American Conference play right now. That started with the last 2 games of the series against Arkansas Tech a couple weekends ago right here in Arkadelphia, and then the Tigers went on the road last weekend against East Central, got the sweep, and off to a good start here with the win to open up the doubleheader. This one's popped up over to the right side. Going to be a tough play, but now is there to make the grab for out number 1. So following the fly out to right field, that's going to bring up the third baseman, Reed Rice. Still an RBI opportunity early here for the Savage Storm. Webb taking his time, checking on the runner at second. And that one is going to miss the zone for ball 1. Creed was taking a healthy lead that time at second base. And Webb just trying to keep him honest. This one is squared up fairly well to right field. Now is going back. He's at the warning track. He's at the wall. And he runs out of room. It's a 2-run home run for Reed Rice, and Southeastern draws first blood in game 2 of today's doubleheader. That hit the first of the series for Rice. And he's got the visiting dugout fired up. They were silenced for most of game 1. Got a little bit of an offensive explosion after Damon Burrows, the man who's due up at the plate, hit a triple and then came around to score. After that, the bats were silenced. Cooper Timmons didn't allow another run to score for the entirety of the ball game. And one of the best pitching efforts we'd had here at Rab Rogers Field in recent memory. Teddy Webb, though, had a memorable performance in his own right just a couple weekends ago at UAM. It's actually about 3 weekends ago now, as he silenced the Boll Weevils with a complete game shutout. That earned him GAC Pitcher of the Week honors. As the 2-0 pitch here catches the inside corner. It's a strike, but Burrows still in the driver's seat, 2-1 here. The next pitch checked his swing, but did so in time. Ball 3. Seth Morrow waits on deck for Southeastern as the 3-1 pitch is taken for ball 4. So Burrows heading down to first base, and once again Southeastern has a man on. And due up at the plate, it'll be the right fielder, Seth Morrow. Southeastern looking to avenge their loss from earlier this afternoon. That snapped a 3-game win streak for the Savage Storm. As this one is sent out to opposite field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. Allen was ranging in, but couldn't get there in time, and now there are 2 runners on, still just 1 away. And Jake Miller will have his first cuts of the afternoon. Seeing quite a few defensive changes for the Savage Storm as this one is taken low for ball 1. Miller taking over for Matt Miles out in left field. This one's taken low for ball 2. And again, Webb down in the count here to a Southeastern batter. The 2-0. That one runs too far inside for ball 3. And now Webb in danger of allowing another base runner. And waiting on deck, it'll be the second baseman, John David Muse. The 3-0. That one will catch the zone for a strike. Got that upper left-hand corner, and now Webb will try and work his way back. The 3-1 pitch is hit fairly well to center field. Center field arranging back, makes the play, runner tagging for third. And he's going to get in there safely. But do credit Talon Heine with the putout.
Second baseman John David Muse.
And that's going to bring up the second baseman, John David Muse. Webb trying to get out of the inning with minimal damage done. Ouachita hoping to carry over its offensive momentum from the last couple of innings at the plate, when they scored 5 runs across the 7th and 8th inning in game 1. Well, it was nothing but blue skies out there in center field when we started today. Cloud coverage rolling in. Meanwhile, the Tigers going to get out number 3 here as Judd Arrington flips it over to Dustin Bermudez, and that is going to conclude matters here in the top of the first. But the Savage Storm does strike for 2 runs on 3 hits and no errors. They do leave 2 runners on board, and the Tigers will have their chance to offer a retort when we come back You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Touchdown, Washington! Way up at the buzzer!
Is it going to be an inside the Parker? Yes, it is! And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Southeastern with the early advantage here in Game 2 and looking to keep his team on top. It'll be the Southpaw Junior for Southeastern Oklahoma State. That's Dylan Turner. He's struggled at times this season, a 1-3 record coming into this appearance with an ERA north of 6. However, when he's on top of his game, he's proven to be among the best arms around for the Savage Storm.
Leading off for the Tigers, the shortstop, Dustin Bermudez.
Set to lead us off here. In the bottom of the first, it will be Dustin Bermudez, the shortstop, making the move to the leadoff spot after batting third in Game 1, and that one got the umpire. Training staff's going to have a look at him as it looked like that one bounced up and got him in his throat. Scary moment indeed here in the first inning, but it looks like there's some laps behind the plate, so it looks like he's going to be okay. We do want to thank all of the Great American Conference umpires and officials for all that they contribute to the conference throughout all the different seasons. And right here, the home plate, I'm going to get some earned applause. As now it looks like we're ready to resume action. Bermudez went 2 for 3 in Game 1, and he hits this one out to short. Throw over to first is in time. One shortstop grounds out to the other. And with one away, that'll bring up the slugging left fielder, G. Allen.
Now batting left fielder, G.
Daryl
Allen.
McWayne is the home plate umpire today for this contest, and we're glad to see that he's okay. As this one catches the outside corner for a strike. The 0-1 pitch is popped up over to the left side and foul. G getting willed on by some of his teammates and the fans here at Rab Rogers Field. The 0-2 pitch is hit out to right field, but it's right to Morrow as he takes a few paces to his right. And with 2 gone, that's going to bring up Michael Quinones. Quinones taking over ad catcher for Cade Burris. He had the go-ahead RBI in Game 1. And the Tigers never looked back. This one's hit out to second base. Throw over to first is in time. And it's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Dylan Turner to start out this outing. Savage Storm leads this one 2-0. We'll be back with Game 2 of today's doubleheader after this timeout.
On my team, I thrive to work as hard as I can. I mean, whatever you do on the field, there's a positive correlation to whatever else you do, be it personal relationships, homework, the way you carry yourself. I've changed since I got to King University. It's really helped me to develop as a leader. I think it's honestly the best thing that's ever happened.
I'm Nicole Auerbach from The Athletic.
Hey, this is Alex Pruitt with Sports Illustrated Magazine.
This is Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
This is Danielle Musselman.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN.
This is Tom Hart of ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Washita Sports Digital Network.
And we welcome you back to Rab Rogers Field for more Tiger baseball on the Washita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Teddy Webb back out there on the mound for the Tigers. It was a bit of a rough start as he gave up a 2-run home run to Reed Rice early in this one, but a good bounce back as there were 2 runners on. No further damage done. Washita still in this contest. And Webb looking to keep the game right where it is heading into the bottom of the second. Due up for the Savage Storm. It's going to be the designated hitter, Cash Stone. And he gets around on this one. Sends it high and deep to left field, but it does die out at the warning track. Great play out there by G. Allen. And with 1 gone, that's going to bring up Austin Thorpe. First pitch of the at-bat misses outside for ball 1. Thought about showing bunt that time, but he pulls back very quickly there for ball 2. Thorpe, another one of the fresh faces for Southeastern Oklahoma State, as this one is popped out of play. The next pitch misses low for a ball. And now it's 3-1 to the 9-hole hitter for Southeastern, Sam Creed, the leadoff man waiting on deck. The 3-1 pitch misses outside for ball 4. So with 1 away, Austin Thorpe's going to work his way on base with a 5-pitch walk. And due up, it'll be the center fielder, Sam Creed, as the lineup card turns over for the Savage Storm. Keeping an eye on the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Pops up the bunt into the backstop. No play to be made there, and it's 0-1 now to the leadoff man for Southeastern. The next pitch from Webb is hit out to short. There's the flip to second. Throw over to first is not in time. Bermudez had a bit of trouble scooping it out of the dirt that time, and the extra second allowed enough time for Creed to get over there at first safely. Still, though, the Tigers getting an important out number 2, with Joseph Ramirez, the catcher, stepping up to the plate for the Savage Storm. This one's hit back up the middle. Good backhand by Judd Arrington, though. Throw across the diamond is there in time. The senior from Allen, Texas, flashing the leather that time to retire the side here in the top of the second. Your score heading to the bottom half of the frame, 2-0 with Southeastern in the lead. But we'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this timeout.
Our town,
A place for new beginnings, stalwart pine trees, reuniting with old friends. Whether you find yourself here for a ball game, a wedding, or just to catch up with those you love, we want to invite you to be a guest on our front porch. A place to sit back and watch the world go by. A place where time seems to slow down. Our home away from home. Welcome back. Captain Henderson House, now accepting reservations.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Tigers looking to bounce back here after falling down early 2-0. Teddy Webb with a solid inning of work in the top half of the frame, but now the offense looking to get their gears rolling here as Jackson Chaney will lead us off here in the bottom of the second. It was a 1-2-3 inning for Dylan Turner. An excellent start for the starter for the Savage Storm as this one runs inside and almost drills Jackson Chaney in the kneecap. The 1-0 pitch is hit out to shortstop, backhand, throw across the diamond is there in time. Nice play there from Austin Thorpe, and with one away, that's going to bring up the designated hitter, Wyatt Core.
Now batting designated hitter, Wyatt Core.
Core recorded just one hit in game one of today's doubleheader, but it was a big one as it drove home a run, one of 6 for the Tigers in that game, as this one misses outside for ball one. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Core. That one catches the zone for a strike. For Core, it's already been an impressive resume up to this point in his career. GAC Freshman of the Year in 2022. As he sends this one out to deep center field. Center fielder's ranging back, and he has to make a leaping effort, but it's not enough as that one gets past him for an extra base hit. So Wyatt Core is in there with a stand-up double. It's the first hit allowed by Dylan Turner in this one. And that's going to bring up the second baseman from Allen, Texas, Judd Arrington. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat. That one's right there for a strike. Looked like Arrington was measuring that one a bit just to see what Turner's got. He had a solid game as well in game one, going 2 for 3 and driving in a run. Chance to drive in another here with a runner on second as he fouls this one into the backstop. Arrington just seems to be one of those batters that the more plate appearances he gets in the season, the stronger he seems to be at the plate. Has some of the best plate discipline you're going to see in the conference, as evidenced by his on-base percentage north of 500 coming into this one. The 0-2 pitch misses high and outside for a ball. The 1-2 pitch is line foul over to the right side. Colton Schrader, a fellow senior, waits on deck for Ouachita, as Turner looks to find a way to set Arrington down. That one rings him up for strike 3. just clipped that inside corner, had some late life on it.
Now back to baseman, Colton Schrader.
And now there are 2 down for Colton Schrader at the plate. Still an RBI opportunity here for Ouachita. This one's popped out of play. Schrader, for most of his career here at Ouachita, played at second base, but he's made the transition to third base for most of this campaign. This one's going to be taken for strike 2, but Schrader, another one of those batters that doesn't go down without a fight. Turner looking to strand the runner at second. The 0-2 pitch. That one is sent back up the middle, and that one is going to land in the glove of the center fielder. That's Sam Creed out there making the play. That's going to do it for the second inning of play. Tigers do strand a runner in scoring position. And your score is 2-0 headed into the third. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this timeout.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of bats and signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Reed Rice set to lead us off here in the top of the third. And thus far, he's been responsible for all of the offense, really, for Southeastern and for both teams up to this point, with the 2-run home run that he had back in the first. He squared it up fairly well, and it just seemed to keep carrying out there, and Isaac Nowell eventually ran out of room. That's been the biggest play of the series thus far for the Savage Storm, but right now he's down in the count 0-2. The next pitch to Reed misses outside for a ball, and you've got to appreciate the confidence from Teddy Webb going right after Reed in this at-bat. That one just misses the zone for ball 2. Looks like he's trying to catch that outside corner. The next pitch, that one misses outside for ball 3. So after falling down in the count 0-2, Rice has worked his way back to a full count. Something's got to give. The payoff pitch is ripped to second base, and it is through for a base hit. Judd Arrington made a sliding effort at that baseball, but it was too hot to handle, and it's going to be another base hit for Rice, his second of the game.
Now back first baseman Damon Burrows.
Here is the next pitch, and that one misses for a ball. Damon Burrows went 2 for 4 in game 1, including a triple. He served as the Savage Storm's only run of that contest. Check on the runner back at first. He's there in time. That one is swung on and missed for strike 2. Webb had him fooled. That one misses for a ball. Burrows looking to make the most of the count leverage situation as he takes this one high for ball 3. Seth Morrow waits on deck for Southeastern. Still nobody out in the inning. The 3-1. That one's going to miss for ball 4. So 2 men up to the plate thus far for Southeastern and 2 base runners. As now we're going to have a mound visit. Webb looking to keep this game under control as the Tigers try to claim the series with a win here in Game 2 of today's doubleheader. There will be a third game tomorrow at noon, and you can catch that game right here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Should be an exciting conclusion to the 3-game set. And that game is actually, we're getting a time confirmation really quick, as that is not going to be a foul tip. That's a passed ball. Both runners are going to move up 90 feet. And now the Savage Storm in prime position to put up a couple more runs. The 1-0 to Morrow misses high for ball 2. Okay, and we haven't gotten confirmation. It is a noon first pitch tomorrow afternoon. You can catch that right here on OSDN. As this one is powered out to center field. A lot of hang time on it. Heine makes the play, runner tagging from third, but there's going to be no play at the plate. It's a sac fly for Seth Morrow. And Southeastern plates its third run of the contest. It's 3-0 Savage Storm.
Outfielder Jake Miller.
This one hit out to short. Great spinning play at shortstop. Tag is applied for out number 2. What a savvy play there from Dustin Bermudez. Quite literally having his head on a swivel, makes the spin play.
Second baseman John David Muse.
And now it'll be a runner at first and 2 away for John David Muse. First pitch is in there for a strike. That one is swung through and missed for strike 2. There is a righty getting loose out there for the Tigers. But right now, Teddy Webb looking to get out of the inning without any further damage done. Almost got it there as that fastball just missed the zone for ball 1. The next pitch from the sophomore southpaw is fouled over to the left side. The next pitch from Webb misses outside for ball 2. Webb still trying to locate that outside breaking ball early in this start. 2-2 pitch misses outside for ball 3. Here's the payoff pitch. Something's got to give. And it is popped up over to the right side and out of play, foul. Everybody taking a moment to regroup here before the next payoff pitch. Here it is. That one's foul tipped off the mitt of Quinones. And the battle will continue between Muse and Webb. Great crowd on hand here at Rab Rogers Field. A lot of members of the community and the student body here both as spring break comes to a close. That one's chopped foul over to the left side, and we had someone try to make the play with his cap out there in left field, couldn't get it. That one's fouled out of play. Both dugouts fired up by this battle. This one misses for ball 4. So after a lengthy showdown with Teddy Webb, John David Muse proves victorious. And now Cash Stone will have a chance at the plate with 2 away and a runner in scoring position. First pitch brings Cash to his knees. Swings through that one for a strike. The 0-1 to Stone. Misses low for a ball. The 1-1 is ripped over to the right side, and that one's going to get down for a base hit. They're going to send the runner. Here's the relay to the plate. Throw is not in time. Jake Miller slides in for the 4th run of the contest for Southeastern Oklahoma State. And the Savage Storm continuing to build on its lead. Now Coach Howard making the long walk out to the mound, and it looks like that's going to be the day for Teddy Webb. There's the official indication. And Webb is going to depart the ball game after an uncharacteristic start. Just goes 2 1/3 here, allowing 4 runs on 5 hits. Or excuse me, 4 runs in total, 3 of them earned on 5 hits. But the book is not closed on him just yet, as he is still responsible for the runners on. And we're just going to stay right here as we already have the next pitcher for Ouachita. It's going to be the senior right-hander Hayden Childers. Taking a look at Childers' stats from the season. He is 4-0 on the year. He's thrown 25 2/3 innings with an ERA just north of 2. He struck out 22 batters compared to just 11 walks. He's also a guy that does not give up the long ball very often. No home runs allowed yet in this campaign. for Childers, it's been an interesting journey to his current role in the rotation. He actually started out as a catcher here at Ouachita and played that position for his first couple of years before making the move to the bullpen last year. He's also been featured as a part of the starting rotation at portions of this season's schedule. Proven himself to be very suitable in that role, as well as his bullpen role that he's currently serving now. We'll try to get you an update really quick on the Great American Conference standings, as a little bit has changed this afternoon with Ouachita's victory. Arkansas Tech, Southern Arkansas, still the top two teams in the conference. But Ouachita trying to make a push. Just 2 wins behind Southern Arkansas. Pitch is swung on and missed here as Austin Thorpe steps into the batter's box for the second time this afternoon. That one catches the zone for strike 2, and Childers has that heater working early in this outing. We'll see what he goes with here. The 0-2 pitch to Thorpe is a breaking ball, and they're just going to give the base that time to Cash Stone. No throw. The 1-2 is foul tipped. Looked like he had Thorpe fooled a little bit that time, but Thorpe still able to follow through, make some contact, and keep the at-bat alive. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And how about that for a great job out of the bullpen? Hayden Childers stranding 2 runners in scoring position and recording the strikeout. Ouachita will have a chance to tack on some runs when we come back. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Our town, a place for new beginnings, stalwart pine trees, reuniting with old friends. Whether you find yourself here for a ball game, a wedding, or just to catch up with those you love, we want to invite you to be a guest on our front porch. A place to sit back and watch the world go by. A place where time seems to slow down. Our home away from home. Welcome back. Captain Henderson House, now accepting reservations.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Tigers trailing by 4 early in this one, and Isaac Nowell looking to get the line moving for the Tigers. Dylan Turner staying on the mound for Southeastern after 2 great innings of work to open up this contest. His first pitch here is going to be fouled into the backstop. And it goes right back to Sanchez. Didn't have to take a step. Here's the 0-1 to Nowell. That one is ripped out to right field. It's got a bit of carry to it, but it is played well by Morrow out there for out number 1. So with 1 down here in the bottom of the 3rd, that's going to bring up Talon Heine, the center fielder for the Tigers. Here's the first pitch. That one is ripped out to center field, but unfortunately right to Sam Creed for out number 2. And after 2 loud outs to start the inning, Dustin Bermudez will step up to the plate here. He's 0 for 1 on the day. This one is popped up into center field. Creed ranges over, makes the play, and that's going to do it for the bottom of the third. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Dylan Turner. Ouachita trails by 4, heading to inning number 4. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Getting directions to Ouachita Baptist University.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Hayden Childers back out there on the mound for the Tigers after recording the strikeout to end inning number 3. But Southeastern, the bats have been explosive here to start off the game. 4 runs in 3 innings, including a 2-run home run from Reed Rice back in the first. This one is fouled into the backstop. The 0-1 to Creed, misses outside for a ball. This is Creed's 3rd plate appearance of Game 2 of today's doubleheader. In Game 1, he went 0 for 3 with a strikeout. He was, however, hit by a pitch once in Game 1, and now he's in the driver's seat 3-1 here against Hayden Childers. 1 for 2 in this game, and looking to build on that here. That's exactly what he's going to do, as he works a 5-pitch walk. Creed's 2nd time on base in this one, and that's going to bring up the catcher, Joseph Ramirez. Ramirez 0 for 2 on the game, and showing bunt right here. He's going to lay it down, and that's a pretty good one. Throw over by Schrader, takes a nasty skip, and looks like Sanchez is going to be there safely. Or excuse me, Ramirez.
Third baseman Reed Rice.
Ramirez put that one in just the right spot down the third base line. And they are going to give him a hit there, as he earned it with perfect placement. And that one misses low for a ball. Runner taking a dangerous lead at second. That one is popped up over to the right side. We'll see if it's playable. Yes, it is. Runners tagging, though. That's Creed. And he slides into third safely. And once again, Southeastern in a prime position to manufacture a run due up for the Savage Storm. It's going to be the designated hitter, Damon Burrows. This one chopped over to third base. No play at home. Throw over to first is not in time. So Southeastern plates another run here, and we'll see how they score it. But nonetheless, the Savage Storm adding on here with yet another insurance run. It's 5-0. Ramirez moving up to second base. And now Burrows on first. He's just been a tough out today for the Tigers. Check on the runner at second, but Ramirez is back in time. That one is in the dirt for a ball. The 1-0 pitch is in the dirt and skips up to Quinones for ball 2. Next pitch is in there for a strike. This one has a pretty good charge behind it, but it's going to die out. Heine makes the play. And Ramirez thought about testing the waters that time, but he retreats back to second safely. So a 2 away, that's going to bring up the left fielder, Jake Miller. That one is popped up over to the right side. We'll see if this one's playable for Cheney. Goes a long way and slides right into the visiting bullpen, but it is foul. That one misses outside for a ball. That one is chopped right back to Hayden Childers. Rushes it over to first, tosses it over in time, and that is going to conclude matters here in the top of the 4th. But not before Southeastern Oklahoma State's going to manufacture another insurance run. They lead at 5-0 heading to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of Bats and Signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Southeastern putting all the pieces together here in Game 2. They've gotten a great pitching performance on the mound from Dylan Turner, and he's gotten plenty of insurance with 5 runs through 4 innings here. Looking to keep things rolling on the mound here against G. Allen. First pitch is taken outside for ball 1. Allen takes that one on the outside corner for a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Thought about going after that one, and they're going to say he did go around. Strike 2. Tough break there for the Tiger left fielder, but now he's going to have to battle up with 2 strikes against the southpaw starter who's been rolling since he entered this contest. The 1-2. Misses outside for ball 2. Turner looking to send him packing. The 2-2 pitch is hit down to first base, but the play will be made. Scored 3 unassisted that time for Damon Burrows. And with 1 down, that's going to bring up Michael Quinones.
Now batting catcher, Mikey Quinones.
First pitch of the at-bat here is chopped foul over to the right side. You can tell the batters are wanting to pull the ball against this lefty. The 0-1 pitch, that one is popped up over to the left side. Could be a tough play, but ends up being a routine one out there in left field for Jake Miller. So with 2 down, that's going to bring up the first baseman, Jackson Cheney. Cheney looking to change his team's fortunes at the plate here. He's going to take this one for a strike on the outside corner. For Turner in this one, he hasn't been blowing away the Tigers with strikeout stuff. He's been mainly pitching to contact, just 1 strikeout up to this point in the contest. But he's stuck with what's worked, and it has worked indeed. Just allowed 1 hit through 3 2/3. The 2-1 now to Cheney is hit out to short. Going to be a tough play as it ricochets off the glove of Thorpe out there. Cheney reaches safely, and now that's going to bring up the only other Tiger that has reached base today, Wyatt Core.
Designated hitter, Wyatt Core.
Still waiting on an official score for that last play, as I think there's some discussion going on right now between the scorers. Core ends up going after it for strike 1. The 0-1 to Core. That one is ripped over to the left side, and Core's in the hit column for the second time today. Cheney moves up to second base, and now the Tigers have something rolling with 2 gone in the inning. And due up at the plate, it'll be the senior out of Allen, Texas. That's Judd Arrington.
Now batting second baseman, Judd Arrington.
So we do have an official ruling. That's going to go down in the hit column as a hit for Jackson Cheney a few moments ago. And Arrington's going to contribute to the hit column. That's a base hit into the outfield. They're going to send Cheney around to home. And the Tigers scratch across their first run of the contest. It's 5-1. Arrington staying hot at the plate.
Now batting third baseman, Clinching.
Okay, and we do have a scoring change as that has been changed to an error for Jackson Cheney up on the scoreboard. So now we have the official line score: 5 runs on 7 hits, 1 error for Southeastern, 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Tigers. And now another senior infielder at the plate for Ouachita. That is C.W. Schrader. The 0-1 pitch, that one is hit over to the left side. Going to be a tough play. Here's the throw across, and that one is there in time. Ouachita does, however, scratch across 1 run on the RBI single from Judd Arrington. Tigers looking to claw their way back. It's 5-1 here on Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law, and we will be back after this timeout.
Our town, a place for new beginnings, stalwart pine trees, reuniting with old friends. Whether you find yourself here for a ball game, a wedding, or just to catch up with those you love, we want to invite you to be a guest on our front porch. A place to sit back and watch the world go by. A place where time seems to slow down. Our home away from home. Welcome back. Captain Henderson House, now accepting reservations.
I'm Nicole Auerbach from The Athletic.
Hey, this is Alex Pruitt with Sports Illustrated Magazine.
This is Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
This is Danielle Musselman.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN.
This is Tom Hart of ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Tigers scratch across their first run of the contest in the bottom half of the 4th, courtesy of an RBI single. That one was off the bat of Judd Arrington as he records his 3rd hit of the series. And now Hayden Childers looking to keep the game where it is at, in hopes that the Tigers can mount a comeback here in Game 2 of today's doubleheader. Tigers already took Game 1 today, 6-1, and the story in that one, of course, the excellent pitching performance we saw from Cooper Timmons. Timmons going the distance, 9 innings of 1-run ball, and he struck out 12 in a phenomenal effort. That one put the Tigers in the driver's seat for the series, but right now the Savage Storm looking to strike back with a win of their own. That would force a rubber match tomorrow, which you can catch right here on OSDN at 12 o'clock noon. Next pitch catches the bottom of the zone for strike 2, and a great job here by Childers battling back to run the count full. And now John David Muse going to have to battle up with 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch runs high for ball 4. So it is a 6-pitch walk for Southeastern's second baseman, and that's going to bring up the designated hitter, Cash Stone. looking to lay down the bunt here. That one's fouled into the backstop. We've seen some excellent small ball from Southeastern this afternoon, most notably the bunt by Joseph Ramirez over to the left side, getting an infield single. And what was interesting about that one, he was showing bunt the whole way, but he located it so well that even though Schrader knew exactly where it was going to be, there was no chance to get him out at first, as there's a check on a runner at first, and he's back in time. Eight, 9, and 1 due up for Southeastern Oklahoma State here, and now Stone showing bunt, another check on the runner, and again it was a good tag by Cheney, but the runner is back in time. Muse taking some healthy leads out there. Showing bunt, the 0-1, that one, bit of a self-defense measure as it was running in on his face. He does get it down in fair territory, and it works successfully as the lead runner moves up 90 feet, and now it'll be an RBI opportunity for Austin Thorpe. First pitch here is in the zone for a strike. Thorpe was charged with an error in the bottom of the fourth inning. We had a bit of a confusion there with the scoring. Some miscommunication between the live stats and the scoreboard, as there was a delayed decision on that play. It ended up being an error charge to Southeastern Oklahoma State. So now the line scores correct on both. 5 runs on 7 hits and 1 error for the Savage Storm. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors for the Tigers. The 0-2 pitch here from Childers is sent out to center field, and that's going to drop in a hole. They're going to hold the runner at third, but he runs right through the stop sign, and he is going to be gunned down at home. What a phenomenal effort that time by Talon Heine. He was all the way over in right center. And the Tigers team up to gun down the lead runner. That's Muse. A huge out number 2 here in the top of the 5th inning. As the lineup card turns over, and Sam Creed is due up at the plate. He sends this one out to center field. And again, Heine, a busy man. He makes the play in left center field. Responsible for the final 2 outs there in the top of the 5th. And more importantly, Southeastern held off the scoreboard. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th inning here at Rab Rogers Field. Your score, Southeastern 5, Ouachita 1. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this timeout.
Certainly, there's no better time than now, and I think the sooner the better as you go through life to get your education completed. We wanted it to be practical, and we wanted it to be accessible.
Students, I think, that are learning online have the same desires, same needs, and it's up to us to come up with as creative ways as possible of making sure that all those needs are met.
It's not just getting a degree, it's not just checking a box, it's about us investing an education into these students.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Tigers looking to rally here. Down by 4 to the Savage Storm, but got some great defense in the top half of the inning to prevent a run from coming across to score. Talon Heine with a great play out in center field. There was a bloop single and some miscommunication on the base paths allowed Heine to gun down the runner heading for home. Would have been Southeastern's 6th run of the game had he crossed the plate. but instead he was out number 2, and then moments later, Heine making the put out for out number 3 in left center field to keep the score right where it is. Right now, Isaac Nowell, the right fielder, at the plate, and he takes this one high for ball 1. The next pitch to Nowell runs high for ball 2. The 2-2 to the sophomore. That one is swung on and missed for strike 3. Just the second strikeout of the outing for Dylan Turner. And that is going to bring up the man of the top half of the inning, Talon Heine. First pitch here is taken for a ball. The 1-0, that one's fouled into the backstop. Although Ouachita is down here in this contest, it's worth noting that the Tigers plated 5 runs in their last 2 trips to the plate in Game 1 of today's doubleheader. Right now, Heine down in the count 1-2. Here's the next pitch. That one just misses for ball 2. The 2-2 to Heine misses for ball 3. And the center fielder doing a great job of battling here, making Turner work. Here's the payoff. That one is sent out to left field towards the gap, but the play is going to be played by Morrow. And with 2 down, that's going to turn over the lineup card and due up for the Tigers. It'll be the shortstop, Dustin Bermudez. Turner now just 1 out away from undoubtedly qualifying for the start in this one. It is just a 7-inning game today. In Game 2 of today's doubleheader, as we already played 9 innings in the first game. This one is foul tipped into the backstop for a strike. Bermudez has been patrolling shortstop today, but there's a chance you could see him on the mound before the weekend is through. As the 1-1 pitch, that one is ripped out to left field, and that one's going to get down for a base hit. So Dustin Bermudez keeping his bat hot this weekend. Another base hit there for the Tiger shortstop. And that is going to bring up G. Allen. Allen got on base three times in Game 1 today, twice via the hit and 1 time via the walk. And is going to take this one outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Allen. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. Allen an 0-for-2 start in this game, but doesn't mean much as that was the same start he had in Game 1, and he ended up with a multi-hit performance and a walk on his line. Now he finds himself in count leverage, and this is where he makes his money. You know he'll be looking to drive one to right field, but he's really gotten better at sending the ball in all different directions. The 2-1 pitch misses outside for ball 3. Turner going to have to be careful not to groove him one here on 3-1. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside for ball 4. Turner going to respect the power of Allen here as he takes his base with a 5-pitch walk. And now we're going to have a mound visit. Looks like there is a righty getting up and stretching out there for Southeastern. That is number 28, Jared Barta, the sophomore right-hander. May enter the contest before all is said and done. Another man running out now. Starting to see a lot of motion out there in the visiting bullpen. But right now, the attention turns back to the field. And Michael Quinones looking to come through in an RBI situation. He takes this one for a ball. This part of the lineup not providing much relief at any spot at all. Michael Quinones, Jackson Cheney, and then Judd Arrington close behind, not to mention Wyatt Core. This one stung to short, and it gets wedged a bit, but somehow the play is made there by Thorpe. Give him credit for sticking with it. And the side is retired. So the Tigers strand 2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. We're just 2 frames away from being done with Game 2 of this doubleheader. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this timeout.
This is Flo. When Flo isn't waiting tables at the Sunrise Grill, she's waiting on sunsets in beautiful Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's time for a road trip. Plan your next vacation at hotsprings.org. Back now to Rab Rogers Field for more Tiger baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. It's been a change of fates here in Game 2 as Ouachita found itself on the right side of a 6-1 victory in Game 1. Thus far in Game 2, the Tigers have been limited to just 1 run themselves, and Southeastern Oklahoma State has plated 5 runs. Joseph Ramirez set to start us off here in the top of the 6th inning. That one does not catch the zone. It's a ball to the Savage Storm's catcher. This one is popped out of play. That one catches the zone for strike 2. And now Ramirez is going to have to battle up here with 2 strikes. And this one is stung
into the left field corner. That one could be down for extra bases indeed. Ramirez taking the turner. He's heading for 2. And he's going to be in there with a stand-up double.
Now batting third baseman Reed Rice.
So the Savage Storm's catcher getting his team off on the right foot here to start at the bottom of the 6th inning. And now that's going to bring up the 3-hole hitter, Reed Rice. Here's the first pitch. That one misses outside for a ball. Joseph Ramirez, originally from Riverside, California, got to meet his father at the Great American Baseball Championships a year ago, made the trip all the way from Riverside to Hot Springs, Arkansas. Southeastern put up a good fight, but fell just short of the semifinals in the Great American Conference Tournament. As this one is taken for a strike, 2-1. That one runs high and in. So it's 3-1 now to Rice, who is already homered in this contest. Now the 3-1. That one runs in and gets him on the elbow. Not fun if you're the batter, but he's going to take his free base here.
First baseman Damon Burrows.
Though when you get drilled by a heater inside, I don't know if you can call that quite free. Nonetheless, it's runners at first and second, and still nobody out here for Southeastern. Now we're going to have a mound visit from Coach Howard. There is a righty getting loose out there for the Tigers, though I don't know if he's ready just yet. Once again, fans, we want to thank you for tuning in this weekend to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law. This is a student-led broadcasting program here out of the Rogers Department of Communications at Ouachita Baptist University. We want to thank all the fans tuning in from Durant, all the friends, family, and fans of Southeastern Oklahoma State, as well as Tiger Nation right here in Arkadelphia and beyond. Here's the bunt. Throw over to third is there in time. Smart play by Childers. And everybody's just going to trade places here. Ramirez heading back to the dugout. And due up now for Southeastern Oklahoma State, it's going to be the right fielder, Seth Morrow. And he sends this one out to right field. It's going to get down for a base hit. They're going to hold up the runner at third as Nowell played it well. Now we're going to have a pinch hitter for Southeastern Oklahoma State, as it looks like Matt Miles is due up. He will be filling in for Jake Miller moving forward.
Number 42, Matt Miles.
Pitch is taken here for a strike. The next pitch, also going to catch the outside corner for strike two. Tough spot here for Miles. He did have a hit in game one in 3 at-bats. Also played some really solid defense out there in left field. As that one just misses the zone for a ball. Infield playing in, prepare for the ground ball. It's sent out to Cheney. He makes the smart throw to home. And that's going to prevent the run from scoring. So the Tigers again just 1 out away from getting out of the jam unscathed. We're going to have another pinch hitter here, as John David Muse will depart from the game, and coming in for him will be the second baseman, Cameron Cromer. Cromer was another player who showed some stellar defense in game one for the Savage Storm, trying to contribute with his bat. Here it's a chopper to Cheney, going to be a tough play. Flip over to Childers, is there in time. Just beating the throw, and Childers is fired up as the Tigers hang up another 0. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. Southeastern leads this one 5-1. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this timeout.
The American dream to me as an immigrant means having the opportunities that my parents didn't have. Being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed for me to get to this point. It was paying off.
Estoy muy orgulloso de Michael por haberse graduado de colegio.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not had a scholarship. It would just relieved a lot of the financial burden.
I'm Nicole Auerbach from The Athletic.
Hey, this is Alex Pruitt with Sports Illustrated Magazine.
This is Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
This is Danielle Musselman.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN.
This is Tom Hart of ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Washita Sports Digital Network.
Bottom of the 6th, about to get underway here on Tiger Baseball on the Washita Sports Digital Network. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Tigers as they look to rally here against the Southeastern Savage Storm. First pitch misses here for ball 1. Nothing's changed out there on the mound for Southeastern as Dylan Turner, the starter, now looking to qualify for a quality start. This one misses high for ball 2. Cheney in a good spot here. The 2-0 pitch misses high for ball 3. 3-0 now to the Tiger first baseman as Wyatt Core waits on deck. The 3-0 pitch catches the inside corner for strike 1. The next pitch misses high for ball 4. So Cheney works his way on base with a leadoff walk, and that's going to bring up the designated hitter, Wyatt Core. There is a righty getting loose out there for Washita, and it looks like Jacob Bowman. We'll keep you posted on that as we receive more details. The 1-0. That one catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. While the Tigers have struggled offensively, it's been a great day for Wyatt Core in Game 2. He's 2 for 2. And now he finds himself in count leverage once again. 2-1 now to the reigning GAC Freshman of the Year. Core garnering quite the reputation for himself around the state. He played in the Natural State Collegiate League at Majestic Park in Hot Springs over the summer, was an all-star there. And he takes this one inside for ball 3. Core's had a lot of great moments in Majestic Park in his young career, including a home run in the Great American Conference Tournament. He was also named to the Mike Dugan Invitational team earlier this season. And he's going to work a walk here as it's back-to-back walks to open up the inning. And that is going to be the day for Dylan Turner. So for Turner, his command was pretty phenomenal through most of this start, but over these last couple of innings, you just saw it slip a little bit. And that is going to be the day for him. We are going to stay here as it looks like the next pitcher is already onto the field. And indeed, it is going to be number 28, Jared Barta, the sophomore right-hander. So that is going to be the day for Turner, and he's going to get some high fives from his teammates. The book is not closed on him yet, but taking a quick look at his stats as they stand right now. He allowed just one earned run up to this point, though he is responsible for the 2 runners on and will be held accountable for them should they come around to score. But allowed just 4 hits, walked 3 batters, struck out 2. And did all of that on just 70 pitches. But now the ball will be turned over to Jared Barta. Who looks to keep the game right where it is as Southeastern gets one more shot at the plate in the top of the 7th. They're already holding a 4-run lead and would like to wrap things up quickly here to claim Game 2 of this series and force the rubber match tomorrow. That game can be caught right here on the Washita Sports Digital Network. Taking a look at the stats for Barta overall on the year, he's thrown 8 2/3 innings of work. He's allowed 3 earned runs in that stretch for an overall ERA of 3.12. He has not been credited with a win yet, but he does have 1 loss charged against him. That was all the way back on February 11th against Colorado Christian. He won 1 inning in that game, allowing 5 runs, only 1 of them earned. As the first pitch here catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Judd Arrington at the plate for Washita, and he's had a pretty solid day. Manning the middle of the infield today. He's split time between second base, shortstop, and DH throughout his career, and now he's going to get a base hit as it's off the glove of the center fielder, Creed. That's one of the few baseballs he hasn't been able to track down this afternoon. And now this home crowd is getting loud. Bases loaded, and Colton Schrader due up at the plate. This one runs in and drills Schrader. So likely not the RBI that he had in mind, but it's an RBI nonetheless, and Washita cuts into the deficit It's 5-2. Base is still loaded and nobody out for Isaac Nowell. First pitch here. Beautiful fastball that catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Ouachita's dugout coming alive now after having been silenced for most of the contest. This one chopped foul over to the left side, but had it been a bouncer down the line, that could have been the equalizer. Eight, 9, and 1 due up for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 run already across. The 0-2 pitch runs high for a ball. That one misses for ball 2. So the count is even now to the Tiger right fielder. The next pitch. That one is ripped to the left side and through for a base hit. 1 run comes across the score. Howard gives the green light to the next runner, and he's in safely. And all of a sudden, it is a 1-run ball game at Rab Rogers Field. Isaac Nowell with a 2 RBI double. And now Talon Heine steps up to the plate with the go-ahead run on first base. Southeastern skipper doesn't like what he sees, and he's already making the indication to the bullpen. That's going to be it for Barta. And now the home dugout getting loud, as you can see. Now getting some pats on the back for a huge base hit to left field. And with that, the crowd at Rab Rogers Field will bid adieu to Barta. Unable to record a single out in this outing. And now the ball will be turned over to the sophomore right-hander, Brody Logsdon. Logsdon taking a look at his stats. He's one of the tallest pitchers on this Southeastern squad and really in the conference, standing at 6'7". Originally from Huffman, Texas. Also spent some time at Navarro Junior College. Taking a look at his season stats up to this point, 7 2/3 innings of work under his belt. He's allowed 4 earned runs in that span for an ERA just south of 470. Or excuse me, right at 470, just south of 5. He struck out 5 batters in that span as well, while allowing 5 walks. So we'll see what he can do here for the Savage Storm, but right now, the rally is on for the Tigers. 3 runs in the bottom half of the 6th, and Talon Heine has a chance to keep the line moving. First pitch from Logsdon, and Heine, it runs in and drills him. The second hit by pitch this inning. And the momentum continuing to flow for Ouachita is now Dustin Bermudez, one of the hottest bats in the GAC at the moment, steps up to the plate, down by 1, bases loaded, and nobody out. First pitch runs inside for a ball. And hold on a second. They're going to say it was a balk. It is the second time today that we've seen Southeastern surrender a run off of the balk. Second time it's been a tying run as well, and how about this? Dustin Bermudez now has a chance to give the Tigers the lead. Go-ahead run at third base. And an extra insurance run standing on second. The next pitch misses low for a ball. Four runs already across for the Tigers in the inning. And looking to add on here, the 1-0 is hit back up the middle. That's going to be through for a base hit. That'll score the go-ahead run and add on another on top of it. Heine's in to score. It's a 2 RBI single for number 2, Dustin Bermudez, and Ouachita is on top. It's 7-5. What an unbelievable rally here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Still nobody out. And with 6 runs already across the plate, here comes number 6, G. Allen. That one is powered off to the left side, foul. You can tell that Allen squared that one up fairly well. So we'll just be looking to straighten it out. The 0-1 to Allen misses outside for a ball. It's 1-1 now to the left fielder. Allen and Isaac Nowell, both teammates at Little Rock Christian Academy back in high school, finding their way to the same college. Both have made their impact felt as this one misses outside for ball 2. Now coming through with the 2 RBI single earlier in the inning that put the Tigers within 1. Here's the next pitch. That one is popped up over to the left side. Going to be a tough play in shallow left field, but Miles is right there to make the play for out number 1. So it looks like the bullpen has settled down out there, and that means that more than likely Dustin Bermudez is going to come on to pitch. He did warm up and was ready to go in the first game of this doubleheader. The 0-1. That one is fouled back out of play for strike 2. Ouachita started this inning down by 4, now leading by 2. The next pitch is foul tipped into the backstop, so Quinones will see at least one more here. But what a huge inning for Ouachita, not only for this game, but for the series. Just moments ago, it seemed like Southeastern was in prime position to force a rubber match tomorrow, but all of a sudden, Ouachita on top. And right here, this one is dropped. It goes all the way back to the mound almost. And we're going to have time called as everybody's going to get a second to catch their breath and regroup. The 1-2 pitch is foul tipped over to the right side, and Quinones continuing to battle here. The next pitch just misses the zone for ball 2. Logsdon wanted the call. He's not going to get it here. We'll see what Quiñones can do with this opportunity. Even count, runner on second. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. So with 2 down, that is going to bring up Jackson Cheney. Ouachita is officially batted around here in this inning, as this one is taken for a strike. The next pitch misses for a ball. Cheney walked to start out this bottom of the 6th rally. And from there, the Tigers scored 6 unanswered runs without a single out. The 1-2 pitch, thought about going after it, and Ramirez with a good block. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. Ramirez doing a great job of holding on to that one, and that is going to retire the side here in the bottom of the 6th inning. But not before Ouachita rallies for 6 runs. Tigers are in the driver's seat and have a chance to clinch the series when we come back. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I've heard people say Ouachita. Ouachita.
Achita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita. Ouachita.
How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Is it going to be an inside the Parker? Yes, it is! And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. A lot of movement right now in the defensive lineup for the Tigers, as you'll notice Dustin Bermudez steps onto the mound to try and close this one out. Kieran Terrio stepping into second base as Judd Arrington moves over to short. Nothing's changed at the corners in the infield, but looking to the outfield, Wyatt Core has entered the game in right field. He served as designated hitter for most of this contest, but will now get his chance in the field as Ouachita tries to capture the game and the series here in just a few moments. What a bottom of the 6th inning it was. Ouachita trailing by 4 and needing a rally. That's exactly what they got. 6 runs without a single out in the inning. And the exclamation point to top it all off, a 2 RBI single from Dustin Bermudez that gave the Tigers the lead. Now he has a chance to close out the game with the lead he created, and due up at the plate, it'll be the designated hitter Cash Stone. First pitch misses for ball 1. That one will catch the zone for a strike as the count is even now to Stone. Looking at the designated hitters line in this one. He's going to take strike 2 right here. But thus far, Stone is 1 for 2. He has driven in a run. And now Southeastern looking to get something going here in the top of the 7th. This is just a 7-inning affair due to this being game 2 of a doubleheader. Ouachita already captured game 1 and looking to lock down game 2 as this one is fouled back out of play. The story of game 1 was undoubtedly the excellent pitching performance from Cooper Timmons, going the complete game, allowing just 1 run and striking out a career-high 12. As this one skips to home plate for a ball, count runs full. But as you look at game 2 thus far, the story has undoubtedly been the 6-run rally that we saw from the Tigers just a few moments ago. The payoff pitch gives it a pretty good ride out to right field. Core pacing back and runs out of room as that one runs into the visiting bullpen out there in right field. Today, the Tigers looking to avenge a series loss to Southeastern in Durant a year ago. The next pitch from Bermudez, that one is fouled back out of play. Something's got to give. The payoff pitch is chopped over to third. Great scoop by Schrader. Throw across is there. An unbelievable senior-to-senior connection as Schrader from Red Oak, Texas, fires one across the diamond to Jackson Cheney of Sulphur Springs, Texas. And now the magic number is 2 for the Tigers. 2-run lead and 2 outs away from clinching game 2 of this doubleheader, and with it, the entire series against Southeastern. First pitch just misses the zone here for a ball. Next pitch, that one will be there for a strike. That one is swung on and missed for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch, chop foul over to the right side. So Bondstrom will see at least one more here. Sam Creed, the leadoff man for Southeastern, waiting on deck. The next pitch from Bermudez runs high for ball 2. The next pitch, looping breaking ball that just sneaks its way into that outside corner for strike 2. Number 2 for the Tigers, recording out number 2 here in the top of the 7th. And now Ouachita, 1 out away from claiming the series against Southeastern Oklahoma State. First pitch here runs inside for ball 1, but Quinones liked the spot. Sam Creed looking to keep the game alive for his team as the 1-0 pitch here. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. Again, Bermudez with that beautiful straight heater that is tough to beat when it locks onto a corner like that. The 1-1 pitch. Looping breaking ball that just misses the zone for ball 2. Joseph Ramirez waits on deck for Southeastern, hoping that his teammate Creed can give him one more shot at the plate. The 2-1 pitch. That one is hit out to right field, and looks like Ramirez is going to get that opportunity as it's a 2-out single for Southeastern center fielder. That's going to bring up Joseph Ramirez. Ramirez, a 2-hit performance already in this one. If you'll remember way back, he laid down that beautiful bunt down the third baseline that ended up resulting in an infield single. He's also got a double on his line. The next pitch misses outside for a ball. It's 1-1 now to the Savage Storm's catcher. The next pitch from Bermudez catches the outside corner for strike 2. And now Dustin Bermudez has the Savage Storm with its back against the wall. 1 strike away from claiming the series here at Rab Rogers Field. Keeping an eye on the runner at first. He's going to go ahead and throw it over. Now ready to regroup. Ramirez is in the box. And Ouachita looking to claim the series this weekend here against Southeastern Oklahoma State. The 1-2 pitch. Appeal down to first, and they'll say he held up in time. So a sigh of relief from the Savage Storm faithful as they'll have one more opportunity here. Ramirez with one more opportunity at the plate. Bermudez looking to send him packing. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball catches the inside corner for strike 3. And the man who put the Tigers on top locks down the save. Good night, Arkadelphia. Tigers win. Dustin Bermudez, it was a game to remember. He capped off the 6-run rally with a 2 RBI single up the middle that gave the Tigers the lead. Then just minutes later, he steps onto the mound and locks up the save, and with it, the series against Southeastern. A huge win for the Tigers as they move to 18-8 on the season, 12-5 in conference play, and make that 5 straight wins for the Tigers. Actually, scratch that, 6 wins for the Tigers as they just continue to roll here in the middle of the Great American Conference schedule. As for Southeastern, a bit of a downer here after leading for most of the contest. They drop this one, and with it, their record will drop below 500 to 14-15, 6-11 in conference play. Now we'll take a look at the Great American Conference standings. With that win, Ouachita guarantees that it's going to hold on to sole possession of third place through the weekend as Harding has 11 wins after the conclusion of its 6th GAC series. That's going to be another series to watch here in a couple weekends when the Bisons travel to Rab Rogers Field. That's going to start on April 7th. But also looking forward, you look at the top of the lineup, and it looks a lot like Ouachita's schedule for the remaining part of conference play. For Southern Arkansas, they're in second place right now, a 14-4 record overall, and they will be hosting the Tigers this following weekend in Magnolia. That'll be a series to watch. Arkansas Tech currently still on top. They have not lost since they lost to the Tigers in Arkadelphia a couple weekends ago. Again, Harding in fourth place with Ouachita in third. Henderson State University tied for fifth place with Arkansas Monticello. If you're looking at the tiebreaker of the overall record, Henderson State has one win up on the Boll Weevils. And then in seventh place, it's Oklahoma Baptist. That's another team that Ouachita will host here in just a few weeks. Right below them, Southwestern Oklahoma State. That's a team that Ouachita has already played. Took 1 of 3 there. And Southeastern Oklahoma State right on the outside looking in, knotted up in a 3-way tie right now with Southern Nazarene and Northwestern Oklahoma State for that 9 spot. And looking to build their way up in the coming weeks. They have one more shot at the Tigers tomorrow right here at Rab Rogers Field. And you can catch that game right here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. But how about those Tigers? 5 series wins in just 6 tries. Officially over halfway done with the GAC schedule. And it's shaping up to be a special year for this Ouachita squad indeed. Final look at the line score in this one. 5 runs on 11 hits and 1 error for the visiting Savage Storm. For the Tigers, 7 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Your winning pitcher in this one, Hayden Childers, going 3 1/3, allowing just 1 earned run on 5 hits. He walked 2 and struck out 1. And then Dustin Bermudez, after hitting the go-ahead base hit, locks down the save with 2 strikeouts. And Jared Bardo will be charged with the loss after allowing 3 earned runs on 2 hits and not recording a single out. As for some of the leaders in the batting category for the Tigers, it's worth noting in this one, Dustin Bermudez, 2 for 4 with that 2 RBI single that proved to be the difference maker in this one. G. Allen found his way on base once. Michael Quinones, a bit of a struggle today at the plate, but he had a great game 1. Jackson Chaney scores twice in this contest. Wyatt Core going 2 for 2 and coming around to score once. Judd Arrington, another multi-hit game here this afternoon, going 2 for 3 and scoring once. Colton Schrader, although he didn't enter the hit category in this one, found his way around to score. Was also a big part of that 6-run rally. Isaac Nowell with one of the biggest hits of his young career here at Ouachita. He got the Tigers within 1 early in the contest, early in that rally in the 6th inning. Then you had the balk, and Dustin Bermudez finished off the job with the 2 RBI single. Colton Schrader also in on the run category. Well, we already talked about that one. Schrader with 1, now with 1 run. And Talon Heine rounds out the run count with 1 run. All told, 7 runs today for the Tigers, and that was enough to get the job done. But the weekend is not done here at Rab Rogers Field, as we have one more game tomorrow afternoon at 12 o'clock noon. The Tigers will be looking for the sweep, and you can catch that game right here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Until then, on behalf of the entire staff here at the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, this is Chase Hartzell signing off. Have a great afternoon. Thank you for watching, and go Tigers.